But okay, where we last left off, Sakura is dead. Yes, let's continue. Sakura died. My biggest leads right now, having not done any of the investigation yet, I guess I'll just get this out of the way before I click on here, is my top two suspects right now. Hina is a top suspect for me just because I know she was... They taught me in college doing fraud in accounting classes, rather teaching about fraud. They didn't teach me how to do fraud in college, but there's three things you need to look for, and it's like access, motivation, and like the skill and ability to do so. And Hina meets all three. She was very upset that Sakura essentially betrayed the group, that she was the mole. So that's her motive. She was very upset about that. She has the what is it? There's the motivation, the ability to do so, and what is it? Access, I said, was the other one. It's been a while since I took fraud classes. But we also knew that she hung out with Sakura a lot in the chemistry lab.
Sakura's
Dead. They hung out in the chemistry lab around here a lot, and we know that there were a lot of poisons and stuff as well as a lot of protein and stuff. So she definitely had access to things that could kill Sakura. And seeing as how we don't see any real blood or anything like that,
she's really dead?
this could be a show right here. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. So I'm assuming they're going to show it. It happened again. All right, so let's wait and see, because I didn't see any blood. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say.
I
Need to examine Sakura's body. All right, show us the shot one more time, please, before I finish saying my spiel. Time just passed. All of a sudden, it's midnight. I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
yes.
Oh God, we're at Jill again. So, not Jill, but Toko is another potential suspect, depending on how much blood there is.
I see.
As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
Sakura's murdered, and by someone in this very room.
Huh?
Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
Your fault.
It's one of you. Methinks thou dost protest too much? Is that the saying?
What?
I don't need to investigate anything because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
Forgive you.
Also, shout outs to the very pixelated Sakura head just chilling in the corner right next to the mouse icon. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
I didn't know your power level would increase that much just by getting mad.
What the heck? Come on.
I'm here to hand out my little murder file.
The Monokuma file.
Thanks, bud. Don't get so mad, Miss Asahino, or are you going to ruin that little lewd face of yours? With that, Hold on.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Oh yeah, no, of course not. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In
then...
other words,
Then I killed her? Not even close. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. Well, at least respect is put on her name.
hey,
I was actually pretty worried. She'd violated a rule, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well done.
Whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
Dang. I don't know. I don't think Hina's that good of an actor. Before you get all pissy potty at me.
Shing!
Your lives are all on the line. Yep.
What is this?
Okay, so before we go on, Hina was one of my prime suspects. Still kind of is, because she was very upset about the Sakura thing. She had access and hung out a lot in the chem lab, so we know that she knew her way around there for the poisons and everything. And, yeah, and if it is poison, because it looks like there's no blood around, but we'll wait to see, like, the file and everything. You know, it's kind of a thing like anyone could have administered it. However, like, but especially her, she knew that she took the protein shake. She could say like, "Oh, I made you your protein shake today. Glug glug glug. Oh, I'm dead." But that's another reason why I said like Toko could potentially be the murderer, because Toko, you know, she can't deal with blood. Obviously, Jill didn't do this because it wasn't her MO. But Toko herself, you know, multiple personalities, all that kind of thing. Toko could have done it because there'd be no blood involved, right? And that would be like, Toko, I feel like, is the last person people would suspect. So those are kind of my two biggest ones. Also, Byakuya, just because he was very much like, well, she needs to die because of the betrayal thing.
I won't forgive you.
I hate this whole thing. Yeah, see? Here's Byakuya saying, I'm glad she's dead. Next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Let's decide who'll stay. Oh, yeah, all the guards are dead now. Whoops. Then I'll do it. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. So you can tamper with the evidence at the murder site.
That's fine.
what?
Interesting. You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's begin. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. Interesting. So that leaves me, Makoto, and is there anybody else still alive?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I know it wasn't Makoto because he's the player character.
Stop talking.
I don't care what you say, I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Yeah, he is getting spicy. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in, just let me. Yeah, I was gonna say. Jill, like, Toko won't want to investigate. Jill doesn't care to, or just make rude comments the whole time. And Hiro, well, he's dumber than a sack of rocks. Yep, there we go. And you, Hiro? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do, man? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
What are you saying? Calm down.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. Like, somewhat, other people need to investigate, and we know Byakuya is actually good at the dang thing.
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely are not allowed to touch her. Dang, Kyoko would.
listen.
We need to focus on the investigation.
Listen to me.
Okay, so there is a little bit of blood, I see. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. I love that sound effect. It's so good. All right. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. Okay, so Toko is now like out of my... Toko's now out of the running for me for this. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood from poison. Okay.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge.
so...
The only way to the rec room is the door we just came through. That door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside. Yeah, it had. Means the killer have had to escape somehow after barring the door. There's like zero escape, right? Shout outs to the other series that this company made. That had to be on purpose, right? Putting zero escape in there.
In other words,
It's a classic locked room murder. Could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. When the locked room is created after the crime is committed, killer commits the crime, then through some special method seals the room. Using a string or simple mechanism, there are a number of variations.
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In other words,
The killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
In that case, that doesn't seem to fit. Or does it because of poison? There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have a gap that would allow it.
it's true.
When the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. Well, we know there was no one else in here, right?
In other words,
They stay hidden when the door's open. They use the confusion to blend in with the group.
it's true.
And the 4th and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Interesting.
In other words,
By that I mean there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. It happens a lot in novels and movies, and video games.
indeed.
So when it comes to locker room mysteries, those are the basics.
It's true.
The way the killer set up the locked room, till I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. Okay, well first things first, let's just click all the things.
Huh? Well,
I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm her down a little. As soon as we could get to the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
'cause, I mean,
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. They were such good friends. But now they've lost all their flavor. Oh, because she's dead. Polka dot candy wrapper. She was losing an Othello. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Gin bottle to the face can't fool a G. They laughing at him. He ain't ever scared though, but he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. He run that motherfucking city, yeah they know, but he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Sorry, what was happening? Something else on the ground near that. What the hell? Figure on the floor. Chess piece. Alright, so it looks like there's a little bit of blood back there. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So are these the same bottles? Yeah, those are the same bottles. There's another one missing. All right. So Monokuma had the knight, right? So there's also a queen missing.
So...
Yeah, ship in a
in
bottle.
other words,
A Monokuma bottle. And nobody mentions that there's another figure missing. Might be safe to assume that, but... Anything in here? No.
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro had to be one of them. I love that she just assumes it's not Makoto. Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in this rec room. After I went to the nurse's office, Sakura and I both left together, right? Eventually, she went off on her own. When I saw her again after that, she told me, she said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. Okay. If I'd stopped her by force, even, this never would have happened. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Okay. Makoto is too dumb to kill Sakura. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much anything you can say about him, right? Throughout the whole game. He's too dumb to do blank. And just fill in the blank with just absolutely anything. Hiro also too dumb, but he seems like he might have a little more strength on him than Makoto at least.
however...
Plus, I think Hiro, at least, you can make a really fun cutscene of him getting executed. Hiro is a capital H himbo. That's what the H in Hiro stands for. His name is actually an acronym. Himbo in... I don't know. But for Sakura to have been killed...
It's true.
She certainly didn't go down without a fight, that is. How's the killer able to get the upper hand on her? Did someone get the upper hand?
Certainly.
I mean, yeah, obviously. Oh. There's stuff over here. Oh, is that her protein shake? See, I told you. I told you. Chemistry lab stuff coming in.
So...
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein.
wrong.
This protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. You have an uncle with the actual nickname Bimbo. Part of me wants to know how he got that nickname, but the other part of me is like, good for him. When I was a freshman, this popped into my head the other day. When I was a freshman in high school, a couple people called me the Sloth. And looking back, it's kind of a cool nickname, the Sloth, because I was like the slowest kid in tennis. And I was also just bad at tennis, so they called me the Sloth. I felt bad. But they were also like two of the worst, other worst. They were like right around my skill level, but I was just like slightly worse. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all sorts of health stuff.
Just a second. Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass.
Correct.
They aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it.
So...
I mean, technically somebody could have kind of kicked it as they came in the room, right? But the fact that it's a truth bullet means absolutely not. Definitely foul play there.
What?
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? I did receive a note to that effect. What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Come on.
Okay. Byakuya's account. Alright. Oh, there's an open locker. Cocaine.
Why?
Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the
It's
dust. So everyone just put your hand up to the handprint and whoever's fits. How small is it? How small is the hand? Is it Toko?
Wrong. Hey,
Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? It was open already.
indeed.
There's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. There's like 3 or 4 handprints. I don't know. They look kind of normal size hands. Starting to think not Toko. Okay. Did I miss anything? I think I clicked everything. Oh, did I actually have to click the door in order for the, I don't see anything suspicious about the door or the chair. Okay, so I did actually have to click the door in order to investigate it. The killer must have carried the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay. So is there anything else? Oh, I haven't clicked on Sakura herself, have I? There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. Ah, so there was some blood. What would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she didn't, right? No.
That's fine.
Your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Naturally.
Does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
Listen.
Think, Dingus. Have you finished with your general investigation?
So then, listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. I've lent you a little bit of my power. Alright, let's go. Oh, blessed fast travel. I can't believe all this time and I finally learned how to fast travel just last session. Alright, so we're looking for... Oh, Rip Sayaka. Rip Junko. God, I forgot about her. So I know we're looking for Hero. Hello, my... No. I think I did that joke last time. Because I'm a psychic, dude. I'm a clairvoyant.
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. I used my oracle magic.
Um,
And she asked me to meet with her, of course.
how about that?
She wrote me a note. Damn, it's a shame I can't read. She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like in passing. It's a little sus.
We got it all wrong.
Definitely
Actually-
suspicious. Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me.
Doesn't even have the note still?
Hey, come on.
I don't know, man. He is dumb enough to just be that, like, unlucky suspicious with everything, but also it's like, a little too convenient. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. He probably pulled out his pockets too, right? When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Candy wrapper.
Huh? What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
That's especially suspicious.
What?
Can't deny Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. Pocket trash. Wonder what this could be. Alright, who's the other one I'm looking for? Oh, rip. Was it Toko?
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
I know, it's so shocking whenever the voiced lines pop up.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. It's a good visual writing right there.
What do you want?
You said you just wanted to talk to me about something? Okay, so no longer voiced.
Well,
Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. She wanted to meet with Master too. I wanted to meet with Master. I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? I admit it, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Is that good enough? Going back to my room. Maybe I should find out more, but yeah, let's go to the chem lab. Shoutouts to fast travel. It's on the 4th floor, right? Oh, it's pretty easy to get there. Feel bad for Makoto, though.
What?
Having to walk all that way. What I think you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. I won't get in your way, sir. Is that a spill? Is that another broken bottle? Move. Just can't get over how big it is. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. There's a broken bottle with a skull and crossbones on it. Yeah. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
So, in other words,
Yeah. Yeah, Makoto. Makoto, lick the powder. Is there a Monokuma figure somewhere? On this shelf is... Well, look, I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Okay, all the containers are labeled with the letter C. The powder just turns you into a cool skeleton. Okay, so there's no label swapping or anything that I can tell. There's footprints. Dang, got him.
what?
So I got to work before long. I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. Wow, I thought my writing was bad. How's this? Not bad. For you, I mean.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. Whoever left these footprints only had business with the leftmost shelf. Yeah, no shit. We just mentioned that. Did we have to draw this out just so we would have, like, it in our evidence?
I see.
These footprints
It's
must be...
certainly possible.
No. I didn't come in here today. With how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Yeah? Alright, so what's on the A shelf? Probably protein. Yeah, what was it? It was A2. Why is there a C9 in there? But wait, there's more. Chem C9. So this shelf is reagents. Okay. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? He hasn't gotten to chemistry yet, obviously. He's only like, what, a freshman? You don't take chemistry as a freshman.
What? That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser. Dang. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I took biology as a freshman, chemistry as a sophomore, physics as a junior, and then AP chemistry as a senior. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? So once again, we have like another thing that I've like essentially kind of figured out beforehand that there's definitely poison involved. Alright, so am I done in here? I think I'm done right here at least. Okay. So if you took chemistry as a freshman, did you do AP stuff both your junior and senior year then? Alright, so let's go back to the rec room. This might be a short investigation. I was planning on doing just the investigation today and then finishing up all of the rest of the achievements for Kirby's Dream Land 3. And it's all the way around here. Right? The target's the rec room, right? Yep, broken window.
Hey,
Hey. I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told
I
me.
see.
So along with Byaku, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. Well, obviously someone's lying, right?
Anyway,
Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. 3 things have revealed new clues. Okay. Let's start with the Monokuma bottles because that's the most obvious one that there's another one missing.
hey,
Is this foreshadowing that Toko did it because the queen is missing? Come on, man. Obviously, Makoto is more of a checkers guy.
so
Oh, Makoto, always playing checkers when everyone else is playing chess. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. No answer? I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Makoto's a Parcheesi guy. Makoto's a Candyland guy. I think Candyland might be the least good game. Because at least in Snakes and Ladders, don't you like at least roll the dice to see how many? With Candyland, you just draw a card. It's all luck. I mean, a lot of these games are just all luck, but it's like, I don't know, Candyland is like the weakest to me of them all, I think.
hey,
So one other thing about the bottles that's bothering me. Makoto cries when he has to go backwards. So something super shameful from my childhood is that I distinctly remember one time rigging Candyland. I rigged the deck to where the warp to like the farthest one along the board. I put it like second in the deck so that like my sister would go first and draw like a normal card, and then I would pull the one and warp all the way to the end of the board. And I think she like quit the game. I think she rage quit. And I'm like so ashamed that I did that because it's like the worst like little stupid little thing to cheat with, and I did it.
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken bottle?
that doesn't matter. So then,
I need to get something from the chem lab. More poison. Took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Just as I finished up,
so then, in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Interesting.
Listen.
Let's compare the weight of the 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. Equal. Perfectly balanced. Technically, shouldn't the bishop be a little heavier because the piece itself is bigger than the pawn?
In other words,
Monokuma figures inside are basically the same.
so then,
Is it going to be like 2 bottles worth?
so then,
Yeah. So it's like 2 bottles worth of glass.
I knew it. In other words, hey,
Come on, Makoto. Even you can figure this one out. Okay, so the magazine shelf was one that I didn't... This magazine is upside down. What does it say? Makoto ladies.
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Toko. One of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. Well, they pulled that trick earlier in the game, right? I don't think they would repeat that for like an actual like murderer.
correct. So,
All right, so Toko. Toko, I'm willing to say, is innocent in this one.
however,
Leon 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it. See, it's another thing that points to Hiro. He doesn't know how to read, so he put it back upside down.
What the heck?
No.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? Yep. Just seems too easy. Seems like we've already done this one before. Alright, where else did she say to look? Was it the body? Adi, adi, adi.
just a second.
It was. Also, as soon as Kyoko goes away, look at Sakura's legs. Like, I thought my legs looked good, but like, dang. As far as like muscle and stuff.
Hey,
I run a lot. No, I mean, not a lot, but I run, okay?
whew,
I ran today in like 90, 95 degree weather at like 11 in the morning. It was so hot. Look at those legs. She's so, I mean, we all knew she was ripped, but like, dang. Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't
It's
get used to
true.
it. That's normal.
so
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Well, we got a little tiny bit, little crumb of information about her. She puked on her shoe.
correct. I see.
Powder is clue number 1. Okay.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her
it's
head.
true. It would seem
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
indeed correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on
It's
either
true.
one. Oh, did we get another, like, post-death messing with the body? Well, that's the investigation then. That's all I was planning on doing for this tonight. We have an early morning tomorrow, so I'm not going to move to the... I'm not done streaming.
Whoops. caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
I'm glad that at least each of these like trial starting announcements is different, unlike the it's 10 p.m., which means it's officially nighttime, which she does like every day. It's the same voice line.
See you soon.
The mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. Oh, we're right here. But yeah, we have an early morning in the morning, so I think I'm gonna save the Danganronpa here, and we're gonna swap over to Kirby. Of course, though, you know, gotta save twice, gotta be careful, and we'll pick up with the trial here next time.